Okay. Um,
All right, there we go. Good morning, good afternoon, Ronnie. How are you doing today?
oh, I'm doing awesome. Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing outstanding. I just want to thank you so much for taking some time today to share your amazing story. I came across your story, a visual before and after, I believe in some Facebook community, a bodybuilding group or something or other, and you have had a tremendous transformation story that needs to be shared. People need these stories in their lives to know that anything is possible, no matter where you are in your health journey. So, Ronnie, would you mind sharing a little bit about you, what you do for a living, where you live, that kind of stuff?
Thanks, Caroline. So I live in Fort Saskatchewan now with my fiance, and we're getting married in July. Yay! I know he's the love of my life.
Oh, yay.
I haven't had great relationships in the past, which is kind of why I was the way I was and why I am the way I am now. But I'll get to that later. And what I do is I drive school bus. I used to, I used to drive big trucks, which was a lot of fun. But I was stuck in a truck for many, many hours, and it was hard on my. I'm very into nutrition and fitness, and it was very hard on my lifestyle. And I wanted to get out of it. And I also have a passion to help others and to share with others, to show them what's possible, and to help them get fit and healthy in their life so they can live their best life too. And I couldn't do that in a truck. So luckily with my fiance, he has understood my passion and kind of paved the way. And this is what I do. So I drive school bus in the morning. And then, well, first we get up at 3, then we work out, and then we go drive. I go drive my school bus. I come home. I take care of my little Mojo right here.
Oh, look at you.
and, and I do food prep, a lot of food prepping, and I talk to my clients a lot and help them with their journeys. I work on their fitness programs, their nutrition for them. Do a little bit of marketing, obviously a little bit of business. I do the rest of my workout, and then I go back and I drive a school bus again in the afternoon, and I come home and I cook and do all that kind of fun stuff too. So that's my life now. I love it. Um, I have the time, the freedom also with Mojo to take him for nice walks, help people like I've always wanted to. And yeah, that's kind of what I do in a day,
I absolutely,
every
I
day.
didn't know you were a school bus driver. I drove a school bus.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And I totally get that. You know, you get up, if you have to do anything before you go to work, it is at the before crack of dawn.
Yeah.
Um, yep. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting that we have that connection too. Um, so the transformation photo that you shared was breathtaking and inspirational. And tell us a little bit about that, uh, your transformation picture that you share. What was that before picture that you use? What was life like there? And what was that final straw moment that you said, I can't do this anymore. Something has to change. Tell us that story.
Okay. So my first relationship, I started very young. My dad left me when I was very, very young. So I just had a mom. My mom was gone a lot. I pretty much raised myself. And then she moved in with my stepdad. And there was just a lot of friction and a lot of alcoholism and stuff going on. So I kind of went on my own. I got with a boyfriend really early. And so basically, 14 years old, I moved out. I quit school. My boyfriend was very abusive to me. So I had a lot of self-esteem issues and things like that going on. Um, I got pregnant. I put on a lot of weight. And we had 2 kids, and that relationship lasted a couple of years. And I finally, I went to college. I went back to school right at the end, and I went to college, and I didn't change my body or anything yet. I was still not eating right or anything like that yet, but I got an education, and I found that I was actually really, really smart at that time. So I think that helped me a bit. And a couple of years later, I left him, and then I was a single mom. And then I got with my second, and we had a blended family. And that was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And I was already sick in my mind, and he was sick in his mind, and not knowing any better, um, we couldn't handle it right. He was drinking a lot, then I started drinking a lot, and I smoked about 2 packs a day. I got to a point we were fighting all the time. The kids were fighting all the time. I was 35 years old, and I already had a heart blockage in my artery. Like one of my main arteries had a blockage. My chest felt tight. I was I had a physical job I was having a hard time to do. Um, I was extremely depressed, and I had extreme anxiety. I smoked 2 packs a day. Um, and I was just tired. And one time we went camping, and my oldest daughter, they were getting into trouble now, right? She was 14, and just being a teenager, like teenagers do, she started wanting to smoke, and she started asking for cigarettes. And I said, I am not contributing to this. So I said, you know what, Janice, I'm just going to quit smoking. That's going to be it. And so I did. Like
It's
after
done.
16 years of smoking 2 packs a day, sick,
Out.
I quit smoking.
Wow.
And I think that was my last straw. And at that moment, I realized that I can do anything. Once I did that, I knew I could, because it was the hardest thing ever. I just knew I could do anything. And then I started putting on a little bit more weight, and I said, no, I can't do that. I'm already sick. So I started eating healthy snacks. And then I thought, well, what if I actually went on a diet, because I was starting to lose weight. So then I started dieting a little bit and eating better. I was losing tons of weight. I mean, the compliments just come in, and then I added an exercise, and I mean, I just got really passionate. I just kept going. It was like one thing at a time. It was like a rolling ball. And then I left my husband, and then I moved to Edmonton, and then I started over, and yeah, and I never settled. I never ever settled. And I always wanted to have this career where I was helping other people, like ever since I got better, and I could never really do it because I was too busy working. And then I found my man, and now I'm like, everything's taking off. It's
Oh,
coming together. It's
yay.
amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
A couple things you said that are sort of my mantras is that, I can do hard things. I am very capable. And when you
mhm.
find that inside of yourself, it's this huge it's like there's been this compression going on you that I where you just scrapping and battling and surviving, but you're not thriving. And when you
Mhm.
break through that, and you have no ability to stop from helping other people feel that same way.
I know.
It's like you just
You
know
have
there
to.
is so much greatness in other people, and you're like, you can do it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And sometimes it's even kind of like there was a point in time where I was trying so hard, and at points I would just get frustrated, and then I realized, like, later on, it's just like, all I can do is be there and support them and tell them my story. And I mean, it's up to them, and they're gonna fall down because I fell down too. And like, I gotta get to that point where I realize, well, you know what, it's steps, it takes time, and it's, and just be there and just support them through it, because there is always that. And yeah, it's so much more freeing now.
It is so freeing, and it is so worth getting up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It is so worth when when you get up in the morning that you have lives to change and that people are going to feel the way you feel. There's no reason to not get out of bed. And I know that's why I do what I do. So what do you do now? In addition to driving the school bus, you've become a transformation coach. And so
Yes.
what does that involve?
Well, it involves a lot of mindset coaching with people, um, nutrition. One of the biggest thing is I find, especially with women, is we've been coached to not eat, and and then not only are you not, some people, they'll come to you and go, hardly even eat, and they're not even lying to you, but they're overweight, and things like that. So it's a lot of mindset coaching, teaching people what to eat, how to eat, and to eat and healthy, like nutrient dense food.
Yes.
Um, and that it's okay to eat lots because it's not loaded with calories, it's not processed, and your body needs this, and then learn to use it as fuel and things like that. And I help people get to their goals, like with their self-confidence. That's another thing. A lot of people, like, they've been yo-yo dieting and things like that, and they don't have the confidence that they can, so I work with them, like, look what I've done, and look what you can do, and you can, you absolutely can. And so basically, it's showing them how to eat, working with their mindset, showing them how to exercise to, get that physique or get that goal that they want, be in that bikini if that's what they want, or just learn to eat properly if that's what they want, to be happy in their skin and with themselves and know that anything is possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my new favorite movies is The Greatest
Mm-hmm.
Showman. And in The Greatest Showman, there's a song called Rewrite the Stars. And a part of another song, I think, is where you see the impossible coming true, to
Mm-hmm.
where the impossible becomes possible.
Right.
And I think your story is one of those where you were in a place of survival. And like I said, now you are in a place of thrival. And
Yeah.
so something I always ask the women that I have interviewed is um, knowing yourself now and what you're capable of. If you can go back in your mind to that maybe 17-year-old version of yourself, and if you were to bump into that girl at that time, what would you say to that girl?
Oh my God, that just makes me want to cry. I would, the first thing I would probably do would be just grab her and just hold her so tight and just tell her that, you know, don't worry, just keep moving forward and don't be scared. You are strong. You can, all you need is you. All you need is to focus on you and love yourself. You don't need anybody else to love you. Look at you, love yourself. And all your dreams, you can make all of your dreams come true. I don't know. I would just grab her. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes.
If only I knew.
Right.
I mean,
And
if only I knew. Yeah.
isn't it great that we can look back on those trials, on all of that junk that we've
Mm-hmm.
gone through, and
Mm-hmm.
come out on the other side? One, we're not done yet.
No,
Every
I
day,
know. Yeah.
we get another day to change another life, to improve our own life, to share something, to add value to somebody else's life. And that's why I love being in the coaching industry. Um, and I think when you've been given that billionth chance, you know, it's not a second chance, but every day is a new chance. And it makes that struggle worth it.
Oh, yes.
And because now you have a story to share, it's not so terrible now, because it's
No.
made who you are. And who you are gets to influence and share other people and bring them up with you. And I just love that. I love you for your struggle. I love you for your victory in what you've done. And I hope this video can reach somebody's life and reach out to say, you know, I'm worth it. I can do hard things. Settling is for sand, not for people.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine said that the other day. I wrote it down.
That's a
And
good one.
isn't that a great
I
saying?
gotta write that down.
Yes. So
Settling
Debbie
is for
Boris, here's your
sand, not
shout
for
out, honey.
people. Yeah. Yeah.
That yeah. So I appreciate the tar out of you, Roni. I'm so glad that able to connect and share your story. And I I hope we can stay in touch and everything. And let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for helping me share my story. That's amazing. I've never been
Absolutely.
interviewed like that before.
Well, you have a wonderful story, and I can't wait to see what other lives you have in store to touch. So,
I hope so. Yeah. Thanks,
all right,
Caroline. It was
great.
nice meeting you in person,
You,
kind of.
you as
The
well.
COVID
You
way.
as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day.
You too.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.